All right. Enchantments, the big thing this league that is going to really influence the meta, I think, has been data mined. Although, apparently the base type for items could be wrong, so I wouldn't really pay attention to those. According to the PoE DB guy, apparently they might be wrong or something, so I'm going to ignore those in this. So we got burning enemies, 10% chance to explode. Pretty good. Honestly, I don't know if this one would be used a ton. It's not super good. Ignite enemy, inflict an equivalent ignite on nearby enemies. This one, I don't know if it's a one-handed sword, it might not be used, but I'm gonna ignore the bases. This on an ignite build is gonna make your clear really good. This kind of stuff is really, really good for clear with ignite builds. Shocked enemy could also help. Like if you get like a big chain, like if you dual wield each one of these or something, get like a huge pop. Definitely some potential there. Culling strike, well, you know, culling strike, it's good. Minions burning down, burning ground on death, dealing 10% of their max life as fire damage per second. This is pretty good. Minion instability builds might be pretty good. Nearby damage, I'm speedrunning because the league starts. Sorry, I'm gonna be stuttering and shit. You and nearby allies have 1 to 12 lightning damage per blue socket. I don't know if this is enough flat to warrant you using it yourself, but maybe on like a support build, this could be pretty big because it has nearby allies. So maybe a group play thing. No physical damage, has 100%, 50 to 100% increased LE damage on two-handed sword, or whatever it'll be. I'm gonna just stop saying the bases. This is one of the really good ones. If I remember correctly, it costed a lot of runes. This is gonna be a really good one. This is huge. Enemies killed by your crits are destroyed. Pretty huge. Just corpse removal is always good. Got +1 to pretty much every spell type in the game. Obviously good. Spells deal chaos damage equal to 4% of your max life. Depending on what base this ends up getting. Could be pretty good. Definitely just a direct buff to something like Forbidden Rite or whatever. And actually, it doesn't say it consumes your HP, so this is just extra damage. Melee hits Fortify. Good, obviously. Not that good, because it's pretty easy to get that. Bleeds with this weapon to deal 100% more damage. And poisons. The poison, I'm looking more at the poison one than the bleed one, but I'm looking at the bases. The bases are throwing me off, but if the bases are wrong, then I don't know. But this one, maybe Poison Spark will be good. I don't know. Or something. Adds 5% of max mana as fire damage to attacks with his weapon. I mean, stack mana, get fire damage, boom. You got some of the keystones here. Skills fire an additional proj. Obviously good. Then it fires 2 proj. This would be good on builds that use like a Nimbus or something or whatever. That doesn't matter where the projectile goes. So this is definitely a spark kind of enchant right here. 5 to 10% chance to restore your ward on hit. They buffed ward bases this league, so you might be able to get some really crazy numbers, honestly. That might be interesting to see if you go like Molten Strike and you're getting like 1,000,000 hits per second and you're just like perma ward. That could be pretty interesting. Gain elusive on crit strike. Elusive's good. You go zoom zoom, right? Exerted attacks deal 80 to 100% increased damage. Obviously good for slams. Rage effect. Just good for anything that uses rage. Rage effect is really crazy now that it does more and not increased damage. So it's way better than it used to be. +2 all spell skills. 100% chance to gain additional Vol Soul. This might be good for some like Vol builds that abuses just spamming them over and over again somehow. Here's what the one I'm probably most excited for. 5% of your max ES is cold damage to attacks. That's going to be huge. Stack a bunch of energy shield and new bases too, so you should have more. That's a lot of cold. Gain Unholy Might for 4 seconds on crit strike. Unholy Might's good. It's like 30% extra Fizz is Chaos. And it's on crit strike, so you'll be sustaining it. Life Leech is instant. Basically, Vol Pact without the downsides. Energy Shield Leech is not removed at full Energy Shield. It's like Trickster on a sword, or whatever base it gets. Haunted by Tormented Spirits, I don't really know what that means. I don't know if it means that you're possessed by them and you just have the bonus that it gives, or if they like fly around you or something. Could be some shenanigans with that. Saga Devolve skills have 100% reduced soul gain, prevention duration. Like similar to the one above. Could be some shenanigans there for Vol builds. Gain 50% of weapon physical damage as extra damage of each element. This is going to be a pretty huge one too, I think. That is very good. Additional curse, obviously good. Attack projectiles return to you. This is the one that people are most looking forward to this league. I mean, that one's just crazy. It's just double damage on projectile builds. Super good. Attack crits, ignore enemy Ellie res. It's like Inquisitor on a stick. Cast damage with hits is lucky. This one could be pretty huge too. That's lucky damage is really good. Losing, like for example, when lightning builds lost the lucky mastery, that was a huge hit to lightning builds, but so chaos damage is lucky, it could be pretty good. Flaming Icy, Crackling Rune Surge, I have no idea what these are. Hey, thanks for the 7-year resub, Mason. Battle Mage is good. It's like attack damage, spell damage stuff, whatever. If you want to do something wonky. Melee strike skills deal splash to surrounding targets. Could be good for clear early if you need it or something. Depends when you get it, depends how big it is. Gain a random shrine buff every 10 seconds. If they're like normal shrine length or like time duration wise, that's pretty good. Especially if you can. Okay, something I'm kind of worried about is you like get a weapon with this, you stick it on, and then you take it off. Do you still have the shrines? If yes, that might be annoying. Trigger level 20 summon phantasm skill. Those are pretty good, honestly, and if you can get a ton of them, might be good. And then you can consume a corpse. 7 and 10% increased fire damage per 1% fire res above 75. You can go to like some fire res stacking stuff. This could be pretty good. Fire res and strength stacking build. That might be pretty juicy combo. Chance to press damage when your offhand is empty. If you can get this early, this might be pretty good. If you get it on a high roll, having an empty offhand for 75 suppression, you're basically capped. It's pretty good. And that's it.